Hello, this is Indupriya. In Bhagavad Gita, yesterday we studied about what is Prakriti and how are we related to God. And today let's see what we are learning newly. So, we know that this is a material nature which is also called as Maya, which is there for today, but tomorrow it can be destroyed. This also I have spoken the last video, so you can go and watch in that. So, mainly today we are going to know what is karma. Karma is nothing but the whole life of a particular human being is completely termed as karma. It is not just a particular part of your life where you experience a lot of goodness and lot of sadness is not karma. The whole life of a particular person is completely known as karma. That is why you are facing every single thing in every single step of your life. For example, here they have given an example of a businessman having a huge profit. So, when he's having a lot of profit, he's going to be the enjoyer. But then, suddenly he has a failure in his business and then he has lost everything in his business, then he becomes the sufferer. This is nothing but karma. So, in simple way, to say karma is nothing but both good as well as the bad deeds that we have already done in our past lives. So, our past lives doesn't mean you have to be a human being in the last life. It can be that anything, like how in Vedas you see, even God himself was actually cursed, and because of the curse, he had to come down to earth and he is playing all these roles. That was his karma. So even he faced a bad time in his life wherein he has to leave his wife and come down to earth for us. Even though he was happy to teach us everything, from inside, even he had a pain that he is leaving his wife and coming here. So, in the same way, it was his karma. The same way, our past life, we don't know what exactly happened. So, we are facing our own karma, and our whole life is actually a karma. And day before yesterday, we also saw that there are five basic truths of life. One is Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, Karma. The Ishvara is the Supreme Lord. So, the one who controls us, Jiva, we are being controlled. We all, the whole living entities are Jiva. Prakriti, the whole nature. There are two types of Prakriti, Supreme Prakriti and inferior Prakriti. Inferior Prakriti is which is lifeless, the whole earth, the soil, land, and everything. And the superior Prakriti is us who have emotions, also life, and we are superior Prakritis. And then there is Kala, the time, which decides everything. When time passes, we can see so many changes in this Maya earth, which we are right now. And then we see Karma, which we all are living. This is all explained in Bhagavad Gita. So these five basic truths, which is God, the living entities, the material nature and time are eternal, but they say that Prakriti is temporary. But this is not true. It is actually believed by philosophers that the material nature is false. But according to Bhagavad Gita, they want to say that according to Vaishnavas, all these are not true what philosophers are thinking. So according to Bhagavad Gita, God is eternal, the living entities are eternal, Prakriti is eternal, the Kala, the time is eternal, but Karma, it is not eternal. Karma can be changed. So, what they mean here is, until now we were speaking that only God is eternal, which means which cannot be destroyed. So, here what they actually mean is, God is obviously eternal. God is nor created nor destroyed. God is always there. So, Jiva. Jiva is nothing but we living entities, but it is mainly the soul inside us, but not the body. That is what we have to understand. So, then Prakriti. Prakriti is the whole nature. For example, it doesn't destroy in a second, it is there for a time being, it changes its appearance. That is what. So, Prakriti is also eternal. Even though the whole world is destroyed and the whole human races are gone, there is something new which is going to be created. So, Prakriti is not something that is temporary, Prakriti is eternal. It cannot be destroyed completely. Just the way it looks can be destroyed. And Kala, the time. The time passes. That is why here they've given the explanation. In the rainy season, as the cloud passes, it rains, and because of that, the crop grows and it gives us food. And then immediately the summer comes and all the crops die after giving the yield. So, which means that as time is passing, we are getting some outcome from that, and the Prakriti is actually giving us food, and then even that is changing its nature. In the same way, the plants which are living and giving crop and dying, it is like us. We are actually living here, we are doing all the chores which are necessary to be done by us, and then we are dying. That is our karma. So, that is us living there in that particular time. So, God is true, which cannot be destroyed, and our soul is true, which cannot be destroyed. We are there and we have our identity, and then Prakriti is also always there, just that there is something coming and then going, and then time is there. That is why all these are happening and we are able to see it. But karma is not something that is permanent. Karma is something which can be changed. Here, God says that Prakriti is my Prakriti. So, everything that is on Prakriti belongs to God. So, because we all belong to God, our soul belongs to God, the time belongs to God, Prakriti belongs to God. That is why we are also eternal, but it is just a way of seeing how we are eternal. Our body may die, but our soul still persists. So we are eternal, but it's just how we look at it, what is eternal and what is not. And karma, the reason how it can be changed is when a person understands what to do in this life and what not to do in our life, that is when he'll understand the perfection of knowledge. When he understands the perfection of knowledge, it means he has reached God. Once a person has reached God, he can change his karma. That is why karma is not permanent. So, it is all depending on the actions and reactions of the humans. This is what is explained in Bhagavad Gita, and for today, this is enough. So, today mainly we learnt about karma. A person who is enjoying whatever he has earned, he is an enjoyer. But if he loses what he has earned, then he is a sufferer. Earning is not just by income or something. A person is having a baby, he is an enjoyer. A person is not able to conceive at all, he is a sufferer. In that way, you can think anything as a sufferer, anything as a enjoyer. Here, just for the meaning they have given businessman, there are many things. And karma is something, the whole life which we are leading. And they also say that the five basic truth is Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala and Karma. So, except karma, all other are something that cannot be changed, which is always present. But karma is something that can be changed. It can be changed when we are completely having the perfection in knowledge, which means we know what perfectly to do in life and what not to do, how to be a proper human being with humanity. That is when we attain perfect knowledge, and which means we are into God's hand, and that is when we can change our karma. If it is bad, you can change it to good deeds. So, it all depends on our activities. So, this is all for today. And if you guys like how I'm explaining, you can subscribe to my channel. Every day I'll be uploading one video. We'll be learning something new each day. Thank you.